We were on fire that day. I said, Coach, what about the quick kick? It was an absolute melee on the sideline.
Tom, divisional round starts Saturday. You, KB, Aaron, Tom, Dean headed up to Seattle. Excited?
Yeah. Headed up to Seattle. It's going to be a great contest. I always thought divisional football games were the 8 best teams in the league. This year, the 2 number 1 seeds at the bye, and then the 6 other teams playing, 3 in each conference, have already won a playoff game. So they're rolling into this divisional round with a huge degree of confidence of winning.
You had a famous divisional game against the Broncos. 6 touchdowns, 5 in the first half. Not here to talk about that today. We want to talk about the punt.
Yeah.
Where's that come from? How many times you practiced that before you pulled it out in the game?
All right, first I want to talk about the 5 touchdowns. I don't care what you want to talk about because you can ask the questions. I'm going to answer however I want. That was one of the best playoff games I've ever been a part of in terms of our rhythm. We had so much juice starting that game. Some of the unique things we did in that game was we put our tight end, Hernandez, at halfback that game in the first drive and went no huddle on the Broncos. They didn't know how to adjust. We were throwing the ball, we were running the ball. They were totally on their heels. We got them defensive, we kept our rhythm, pushed the ball down the field, and we just kept scoring drive after drive. I was picking them apart. Gronk was catching touchdowns. Hernandez was playing great. We were on fire that day. So we're beating them pretty good. Get to the 4th quarter of the game. I think we called a timeout on 2nd down to discuss what was going to be on 3rd down because it was 3rd and long. So I ran over to Coach Belichick and I said, and we've always worked on quick kick. And one of the cool traditions I had as a quarterback over many years of playing was on Friday after practice, all the quarterbacks and our quarterback coach had a punting competition. And you would punt from the 50-yard line and you would try to put it as close to the goal line as possible without going in or without going out of bounds. And we kept a running tab all year of who would end up winning. So we were always punting. And over the course of the weeks, we practiced the quick kick too. So finally, we get to the game. We haven't used quick kick all year. It's 3rd and long. On the 2nd down play, I ran over and I said, Coach, what about the quick kick to Bill? And he goes, great, let's do it. I was thinking we were going to do the quick kick on 4th down because we're on the 50-yard line. I want to try to be like, oh, we're disguising it. He called the quick kick on 3rd down, which is kind of what the theory of that is. So you want a quick kick when the defense, you're already backed up, it's 3rd and long, you don't think you're going to get it, you're going to surprise the defense by punting it. You can punt it over the top of the safety's head, and then that ball will roll down, hopefully inside the 10-yard line. So we called it on 3rd down. I ended up kicking it. It wasn't my best kick. I think it was, decent. But the best part about it was Broncos weren't very happy after that. In fact, there was a fight that ensued on the sideline, on our sideline after that. All the linemen in there. Of course, Ryan Window, who's now the line coach for the Rams, one of the scrappiest, toughest guys I've ever been around. He's instigating the fight on our sideline. It's always good, by the way, any NFL player. If you're going to get in a fight, do it on your sideline, not the opponent's sideline. So Wendy's involved, Logan Mankins is involved. It was an absolute melee on the sideline, and I was just sitting back watching it all.
Man, a punt. Is there anything else? Was there a Tom Brady field goal formation at any point? Was there send Tom in to play safety like Gronk? Is there anything else we didn't get to see over the years that you worked on?
No, thankfully not. So Doug Flutie had a great drop kick for an extra point. Yep. I had about 2 or 3 punts in my career. I had a few plays where I caught some passes in my career, never a touchdown.
A few plays where you dropped some passes.
I dropped a few meaningful ones. I really did. I've tried to see. I didn't bring that up. You brought that up. I try to think about,
positives.
The positive things. That's kind of one of my qualities. But all in all, a great divisional round game. We advanced and we kept going on the kick-ass. Unfortunately, we really couldn't get the job done in the Super Bowl, but that was an epic divisional game.
Just put it on the card this week in case there's a Sam Darnold punt. You've got something to refer to. We can thank Buck for that.
Although I want to say this, the best quick kick ever. If you guys need to Google some, 2008 Matt Castle, Patriots at Buffalo Bills. 70-mile-an-hour winds, blowing left to right. Castdog kicks the ball left, lands at about the 25-yard line, and the ball rolls with the wind. It won't stop all the way down to the 1-yard line. That and Randall Cunningham's punt are 2 of the best kicks I've ever seen in the history of the NFL from non-punters.